Hello, and welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the Moses, the shaman of ShElite, the one who has currently got coronavirus. I am
The poor thing.
Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Baby. An extra baby for you, because
All the
Jesus Christ,
Bebes.
Katie.
All the
Yes.
Bebes. Listen, I told you if I can still talk, we are gonna do this.
I know. Like, if you can't talk and I have to just pull up, like, news and rumors, or you have to send shit to me, then I'll do it. Like, I'll be like, look,
No, we
you
got
got
this.
this.
No, we got
You
this,
got
baby.
this. Just, again, giving you massive props for even doing this while you're sick. I know you're vaccinated, but still, like, the fact that you still have it and you're still experiencing symptoms, I can only imagine when I had it, I was I was in hell. I didn't want to do shit when I had a COVID. So the fact that you're sitting here and you're gonna put on a show, massive props.
As what I do best, this is not the first podcast I've recorded. This will not be the last I record this week.
I know.
So,
Next week.
next
At least
week,
you'll be fine for the holidays, though, right? You should be fine for the holidays.
yeah, my quarantine period of the 10 days will be up like right before Christmas Eve. So, thankfully, I'll still be able to do Christmas Eve and Christmas, but like I'm still gonna mask up and everything, obviously,
Oh, for sure, just to be safe.
just to be safe. But join with me, of course. All right, I gotta take a deep breath for this one.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
She's my lovely co-host, the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing Cody Rhodes Eaton, the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my Adam Cole, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
Hi, Katie. You did it. You did it. You got through the intro.
And that's one down.
Massive props.
We're doing it.
But yes,
How
I would ask how you're doing, but I already know how you're doing.
Yeah, enough about me. Savannah, how are you doing?
I'm honestly great. Finals are over. I'm on break. Get to enjoy some time off. We are starting late, but it's actually okay because, again, I don't have any homework to do. So, yay.
That's
I don't have any
true.
classes to go to. I'm still going to wake up early, but for a different reason, and it's not for school. So, yeah. I'm great compared to last week, especially. I was in the middle of finals week, or I just finished that same day, so I was a little fried. But now this time I'm got a good break.
Look at that. See, 1 week you're out of it. The next week I'm a little out of it.
I'm back, but I'm back.
And then next week, hopefully, we'll both be good.
The Christmas edition.
Savannah has a longer introduction than the New Age Outlaws, and I'm here for it. you can thank that to the advocate.
Our advocate.
Mr. Reek Havoc. I stole it from him.
But I love it. I love it so much. I love you include the Bucks. You include my name, or like my nickname, Y2 Garcia. You also include, Hangman. What more can you ask from an intro like that? Talk about how much I know how to freaking roast Cody to a crisp. Yeah. That's perfect intro.
I mean,
I love it.
That's what we do.
Like, Katie, when I get married, you need to introduce me exactly like that.
Say less. You say the word. I'm flying wherever I need to. I'm there.
Well, regardless, you're invited to my wedding, but you gotta make sure you have that on, like, even if you have to write it on your hand just in case you forget.
Nah, it's engraved in the old noggin here now, baby. Except that 1 week, I literally forgot how to do everything.
It's okay.
I had to flip back through my notes. I was like, oh my god, where is it?
What is the name?
What's the name?
What's the name? What is the name?
I was just talking about that last week, or 2 weeks ago with my cousin, and we were just fine dining and breathing. Oh, it was at Thanksgiving. That's what it was. And we were just what's a name? What's a name? Just screaming it at each other. It was great.
That's awesome.
It was a great time. But
you good?
Yeah, we're here. I just gotta take deep breaths every once in a while. So if you're watching or listening, and I just kind of go, I'm just trying to breathe, y'all.
Let her breathe, okay?
Let her breathe.
Give her some air, literally.
I'm actually sweating.
I feel so bad. Again, okay. I can only imagine what you're going through.
I mean, we're just going through the motions here. Each day we get a little better, but again, we're not here to talk about me with the Rona. We're here to talk about some
Corona.
wrestling.
Right? Wrestling. Hence Katie wrestling.
Tis my name, baby. Tis my name.
That's right.
So, we're going to start with news and rumors. Now, I know Savannah has a few, but, I'll say mine first.
Okay. Yeah, so that way we don't overlap or have any of the same ones. Some of them I don't think will be the same, honestly.
I don't have, there wasn't a lot. Oh, Matt's back.
That's
Welcome
good.
back, Matt.
That's good, because usually news and rumors can go up to 40 minutes alone.
And we're not going to let that happen.
No, we're not.
Not today.
I'll try. I do have a rant, but I'll keep it short. I promise. Okay.
We haven't had a rant in a while, so.
That's true.
I shall let it.
I will look for what. Okay. Go ahead in the meantime.
So, as people know, I don't like my hair like that. I do news and rumors as they come in. So, starting from last Thursday to today, Rey Mysterio is gonna have a little cartoon on Cartoon Network in Latin America in 2022. It's called Rey Mysterio vs. the Darkness. I wrote the Spanish name, but my handwriting kind of meshed it together, so I can't actually read what the word for darkness is. Do you know what the word for darkness is off the top of your head?
No, I can't really.
I'm gonna ask Siri real quick.
Let's see what Siri said.
The Spanish word for darkness.
I found 4 ways to say darkness in Spanish.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say there's more than one.
Oscuridad. If you mean
Oscuridad. That's actually,
I'm gonna say,
that is what it is.
I was gonna say, because there is more than one word, so I'm I didn't even know the name of the show, if I'm being honest. I just knew he was getting one, and it looks really cute. So when you asked me the name, I was like, well, here's the thing. There's 4 different names.
I was just gonna have you just rattle them off, because I knew I started to know.
Okay, I thought you meant if I knew the name, and I was like, well, here's the thing. There's 4, it could be one of 4 choices. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
That's okay.
But hasn't Savannah had COVID 3 times? Nope, just once. I've had many COVID scares, but just COVID once.
And that's good. I mean,
yeah,
the fact that you had it once is terrible,
but the fact that it's only been once is
very good.
Kind of a goddamn. From being from Texas, it's a goddamn miracle.
We're gonna talk about Texas in a little bit. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ring of Honor had their last show, aka Final Battle. They saw Jonathan Gresham become the new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. So quite possibly the last champion, because we don't.
I thought they were returning in April.
See, we don't. They released all of their wrestlers from their contracts, so
that's
we
true.
don't technically know. As of right now, things are up in the air. I have something about that a little later, about some of the talent. But at the show, there was a lot of video messages from past Ring of Honor talent, mainly from talent that are currently in AEW. So Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, the Bucks, Punk, Danielson, Adam Cole. Most notably, people were pissed that Samoa Joe didn't say anything, but he's still technically under contract with WWE, and WWE likes to think that people don't come from other places.
They like to pretend it never happened.
Exactly. So,
because if that was the case, Seth Rollins for sure would have had a package.
Exactly.
Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, a bunch of other talent, of course.
Yeah, and there's Kyle O'Reilly. It was still he wasn't. I don't know what Kyle's status was at the time. I can't remember, but
I think his contract had already expired, but I think he has a no compete clause.
I think so. But regardless, we wish the best to all the Ring of Honor talent and where they go. Because that again, when we first heard about that, we kind of sat here and we was like, damn, that's crazy, because so many people came from Ring of Honor. Like we said, Seth Rollins, all the people I just named, the Briscoes made a name for themselves. The Hardys had a stint there at one point. All these, Deonna Purrazzo was there for ever, and it sucks. But if these talent can go somewhere else and get the recognition that they deserve, while Ring of Honor kind of figures itself out, then more power to them. Speaking of contracts, Kevin Owens renewed his contract with WWE, and people are pissed off about it. Now let me explain. Kevin Owens is allowed to make decisions for his family and not care what the internet trolls think about it. Everyone wanted him to go to AEW as Kevin Steen and be with his friends. Whatever. Who the fuck cares? As long as Kevin is happy and he's doing what he thinks is best for him and his family, which he said, why does it matter? Everyone needs to stop bitching and complaining about it.
And no one forced him to sign a new contract. It was all on him. I don't know why people have to be so pissed. Just like with Adam Cole, it's like, no matter where he ends up, we'll be fine. You know, no matter where any other released talent ends up, that's fine. Or anyone else who has a contract coming up, it doesn't matter. Like, It's fine with what they choose.
As long as they are happy and this is the decision they wanted, I don't care. I don't care if Kevin is not happy.
Happy.
I don't care. Let's talk about the elephant in the room that happened last night on Dynamite. CM Punk's shirt. Did you see it?
Briefly, because I had to do something. My mom's like, "Can you do this for me?" I'm like, "But I'm like right now."
So I'll give you the rundown.
I only saw that it was blue.
I'll give you the rundown, because at first I couldn't tell what was on it, and then people were blowing it up on Twitter for good reason. So, as people know, Texas, as a state, is basically being like, no abortions, right?
Yeah.
Punk decides to wear a shirt that was a pair of ovaries, and it said, get your own, then tell it what to do.
Shit, I didn't even notice. Again, I just saw that it was blue. Again, I couldn't really pay attention to Punk's thing.
And you know what? I applaud CM Punk for doing that, because that is the heart of where that is people telling women what to do with their bodies. That is the heart.
I was like, it is the root of where this shit is going down.
Oh yeah.
Personally, even though I'm from Texas, but I'm from the city of Texas that's mostly Democratic, and I don't believe, that abortion laws should be this controlling. I've talked about this with family and stuff, mostly the females in my family, like my mom, my aunts, that sometimes you don't even find out that you're pregnant when you are 6 weeks, or sometimes you maybe you find out at 4 weeks. Well, you're gonna have to make this very drastic decision in 2 weeks. That's asking a lot of a woman.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay. Greg Abbott and his, I guess, uterus and his imagination knows what's best. But then again,
if he's gonna act like a pussy, then
I guess, I don't know. But, I mean, you can act like a pussy, but, doesn't mean you have one.
Right to determine what I do with mine.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And this is where I don't mean to get political, because I know politics are a recipe for a disaster. But here's the thing. I'm genuinely curious. Try and keep this as civil as possible. So for anyone who is conservative and wants to answer this for me, I'm genuinely curious. Those same people who refuse to get vaccinated to save other people's lives from coronavirus, where's your ideology then? Why must you be pro-life when it comes to abortions and talk about you're saving a life, but you refuse to wear masks, and you refuse to vaccinate, and you refuse to social distance, and you refuse to follow the rules, and you bitch and complain about when mask mandates are being enforced because this virus isn't going away, and if anything, new variants just keep coming up more serious than the rest. And you are suddenly no longer about it's that at that point it's my body, my choice. Why isn't it like that when women want to, get rid of a baby that they got impregnated by, they're freaking rapist or something? Where does it why can't that intersect? Why must it be different? Where's the difference in that?
Here's the thing. There is no difference, and I have seen that conversation countless times. I'm just gonna make a point and then we're gonna move on from it, because I don't want to make this. I could fucking go Kevin with it, but I hate Kevin. It should always be my body, my choice.
Yeah, and I understand that. So if you don't want to get vaccinated, fine, but don't go telling women what to do with their bodies if you will refuse to get vaccinated.
As a woman, you're not gonna tell me what to do with my body, because I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah, and here's the thing, the women are still going to get abortions. They're just not going to do it safely or legally.
Exactly.
It's still going to happen. So.
It's going to happen regardless, but...
Go figure. Moving on.
We're going to move on, because that's going to open some things up.
Punk, I'm giving you some flowers for that, though.
Oh, that shirt was incredible. And people on Twitter were just like, you know what? Fuck yes. Here we go. Apparently, I don't know how true this is. Again, this is why it's news and rumors.
And rumors.
Did you hear Malachi's promo vignette thing on Dynamite?
Yes. Yes, and I know
Said you're no longer a king. A lot of people are speculating, and I saw some reports, I'm not sure how true it is, that Brody King, former Ring of Honor talent, former tag team partner of Tommy End, aka Malachi Black, has signed with AEW, meaning he will be a part of the House of Black, if you will.
That's right, I heard that.
So, if that's true, what a way to start that stable, baby.
Like, what? I know that's, like, no better way to start it, honestly.
Because I sat here trying to think, well, you're no longer a king. I was like, Pac? Because you did missed him twice. And I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Can't be Julia, because she's not a king. She's like a child. So I was like...
And a woman.
I was like, Brody King. Yeah, king? It makes the most sense. I mean, yeah, it could... I want to, like... It could very well be confirmed. I'm more of a, I need to see it happen. It was the same thing
See it to believe it.
It was the same thing with Brian.
It was the same thing with Punk.
It was the same thing with Punk. I need to see it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the last thing I have, and then you can full on go for it. Full name change, though, then, right? Can't call it Brody Black. I mean, he very well could get a new name. Or they could...
See?
I was gonna say, they can't call him Brody. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. The last thing I have, and then you can say whatever you need to. Apparently, Roman has not been pinned for over 2 years as of today.
Wow, really?
Yeah. According to Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman's a little snitch, so...
They'll take you with a grain of salt at Paul Heyman.
I believe it, because when's the last time you saw Roman get pinned?
Been a while, honestly. Been a long while.
I definitely think it has been over 2 years. Also, thank you, Daniel. Happy birthday to Brody Lee. I completely forgot. I literally saw that all over Twitter today, too.
Yeah, the Exalted one. It's his birthday.
Oh, yeah. Claws up.
Happy birthday, Brody.
Happy birthday, Brody.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, have you seen Amanda's issue in the, what is it, the Tribune or the something like that? Like,
I saw the post.
The Players Tribune or something like that?
I didn't read it, but I saw everything everyone posted.
Oh my god, Katie. It is the saddest thing I've ever read.
That is why I'm not gonna fucking read it, because I'm emotional right now. So
I cried so much reading that. It was heart-wrenching, to say the least. I cannot, like, if you haven't read it, this isn't just, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to like anyone watching or listening. If you haven't read it, go ahead and read it, but I would not be in public. I would not be, like if you're wearing makeup, not a good idea. Just, you need to read it when you just have time to really fully read it, because it's deep. It really cut hard, and I can only imagine, and all I just want to say is that my heart's out with Amanda and her family, because reading that just completely broke my heart personally. It was really upsetting. It was gut-wrenching, to say the least. I'm not going to cry on here, but it made me cry, really.
Please do not. I am in a fragile state. Please do not.
Yeah, okay, so.
Your news and rumors, go for it.
Yeah, okay. All right, so a lot of it is New Japan, but oh well. It's in wrestling.
Wait, can I guess one of them?
Sure.
Something about Shibata.
Oh, well, Shibata is back. He's technically had a match. It wasn't really like there's another name for it. It wasn't really a match, but it was like a 5-minute. It
was like an exhibition.
There you go, a 5-minute exhibition. He already had, but he's having his first actual match, his return at Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. That wasn't the news and rumors, because like that wasn't the news, because I kind of figured like since he's already been back in the ring,
But people are
you
making
know,
a big deal about it, so I thought you were making a big deal
well,
about it as well.
it is a big deal though, because in 2017 he did like a freaking massive headbutt and caused it like brain like hemorrhaging and bleeding and shit. He had to stop his career. So, and the fact that he's back is like such a huge deal. He is a phenomenal wrestler, and I cannot wait to see him back at Wrestle Kingdom. Don't know who his opponent is yet. I kind of want to say, I could be wrong, but based on when they predicted he'll be back, I think it might be Ibushi, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But if it's Kota Ibushi, that'd be fucking awesome. But anyways, so no. But what I was gonna talk about is, and I have it here because you know we jot things down, is Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, formerly 2/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man tag champs, won the World Tag League 2021 tournament. So big congratulations to them. And they now have a match at Wrestle Kingdom, I believe, for, if let me look at it correctly, because I saw the card today. The card got released. It is the, let me see, hold on. Let me see, is it night 2? Oh, they get a rematch, or not a rematch, but they're getting another match for the Never Openweight Championships, the 6-man tag titles. So good on them. They had the longest reign with those titles, and I thought it was a pretty good one. I'm really glad they have the longest reign. They're members of Chaos, so it was really good. So really happy for them. And then Hiromu Takahashi won the Super Junior 28, Best of Super Junior 28, and now he gets to challenge El Desperado for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom Night 1, which I'm very excited about. Hiromu Takahashi had to relinquish his Junior Heavyweight Championship. I believe it was earlier this year. Was it, or was it last year and early this year have turned into a big blur for me.
Fair.
But he had to relinquish it because he got injured, and then he returned this year, and he's been, trying to climb his way back to the, to the top of the junior division, which I honestly think he should get out of. I think he deserves to go for the heavyweight title, or at least a mid-card title, but I guess they won't let him. So if he can be the junior heavyweight champion again, I'm all for that. And then last part, I had mentioned that it's now the cards for Wrestle Kingdoms Night 1 and 2 have officially been released. And let me tell you, it looks stacked. It looks fucking great. I'm so excited. Except I'm not gonna be able to watch Night 1 live because we're gonna be leaving Orlando that same day. I could probably watch it live, but I'm gonna be super tired. And then last thing. Oh my god, it's gonna get heated. Brandi Rhodes. This woman. Okay, I'm not gonna call her a bitch, but this woman. What happened? She, on Twitter, I saw this on a wrestling page on Instagram, and on Twitter, apparently, she responded to someone criticizing her because, she returned on Dark last week.
Oh, I remember.
And she got a lot of backlash because, people were talking about how she's not good at wrestling, which, the backlash in this case is right. So, whatever. Brandi, being the bitter little bitch that she is, decided to respond to someone giving her backlash, saying, my bank account sure thinks I am, because someone said she wasn't a good wrestler, and she said, my bank account sure thinks I am. And people, in the comments at least of this, I witnessed her on Twitter, I don't even know if the tweet's still there, but people are saying that money does not equate talent or skills. Because I'm sure Eva Marie was earning big bucks in the WWE. Does that make her the Becky Lynch? A Becky Lynch equivalent? A Charlotte Flair equivalent? Absolutely not. So Brandi, you can be proud that your husband signs your fucking checks and is the reason why you're even relevant in the wrestling world, because let me tell you, without him, you would not be shit in wrestling, because you were an announcer in the WWE that people couldn't care less about. And had they not known that you were married to Cody Rhodes and he would have gone to Ring of Honor, no one would have given a shit of who she was or who she is. So the fact that she's trying to use money to lift her egotistical ass up and put herself on a pedestal she thinks she deserves to be on when she really doesn't, it just, personally, I was like, really? I was really, kind of You know, not just because Brandi Rhodes in general just triggers the hell out of me, but the fact that she thinks that her bank account means she has skills, like, no. Money can't buy you skills, it cannot buy you common sense, and it can't buy you happiness. That's
I found the tweet and everything with it.
Alright, so I don't know if you want to add on that.
So it was like this nice long thread. So cause she tweeted pictures of herself and put BTB, better than before, and then people kind of just like replying, you know, all that stuff. And then this one girl named Melinda said, "You look beautiful, but a wrestler you are not." And then Brandi quote tweeted that one, said, "Well, Melinda, my bank account sure thinks I am, so I'm gonna take the cash over your tweet. No hard feelings. Kissy emoji."
Yeah, so I'm like, you're not a wrestler. Like, you're barely the chief brand officer, and if it weren't for your husband, the EVPs would still have some sort of creative control in the company. But nah, they all had to fuck it up. But you know what? This is the same woman who thought Cody Rhodes' like anti-racist or whatever the fuck promo, whatever the hell that was before Double or Nothing, was like
his
the promo of
speech.
Yeah. She thought that was like the best promo in the history of wrestling. She was apparently in tears.
Oh, I'm the one who told you that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't watch it, so I'm not gonna make it. I'm not
crying. She said,
I'm not here to make it seem like I watched.
She has been brought to tears by a promo from Cody.
I'm not here to say or make it look like I watched that crap, because fuck that. Absolutely not.
Listen,
I ain't wasting my... The only reason why I've ever wasted my time on Road to the Top is because Hangman had a promo during a commercial break, and that's how you get me to watch that shit.
That's literally how it happened. That was like the first episode. That was like the first or second episode when that happened.
It was the second episode, because the first episode was the tears one. And I'm thinking like, and then she tweeted about how passionate it was. I'm like, dude, that was the... I've seen like dog shit on the side of the road that was better than that. Like, good lord, like it was horrible, it was cringe, I felt uncomfortable. I'm like, what is this white guilt that he's spewing right now? Like I was like, that was not it. That promo was not it, and she made it seem like he just like read the Bible to her from like God himself. Like God just gave him, you know, something to share with the community, and he did that, and she was like taken away by it. I'm like, no. So this is the same person who thinks that kind of promo was the best, or one that like is absolutely incredible when it was shit. So I'm like, of course she would think that someone like her can actually fucking wrestle. Because, you know, like you look at her, you look at Brandi, she had a kid, nothing against her kid or nothing, you know, about her having a kid. The fact that she looks the way she does after having a kid, massive props. Not many people can do that. So the fact that she still looks fucking phenomenal, I'll give her that. I'm not here to like insult her looks or anything, but you look at that, she comes to Dark once in a shitty match, and then you have someone like Becky Lynch who did the same thing. She left, she became a mom, and now she's back wrestling. She's probably one of the best things in WWE going on right now. She's one of the top women's wrestlers. It's the difference between like, it's like night and day, you know? So if she wants to really think that money and her bank account makes her a good wrestler, then shit, like, I guess Jeff Bezos is probably a fucking ballerina because he has that much fucking money. Like, it doesn't make sense. Money does not mean skill. Money does not mean talent. And money, like, if anything, it just goes to show that she's just as egotistical and stuck up as I believe that she was. I know people are like, oh, she's so nice in real life. I'm like, clearly not. Clearly it's fake, because she thinks that money is, you know, obviously a better, like, money overrides skills, or that means skills, when she doesn't even have any.
You done? You got it out of your system?
Yeah, I did.
Feel good?
I'm like, I feel great, because you know what? It's true. And everyone in the comments of this page, like, I'm done. I'm just gonna say, everyone in the comments, like, the page that I found it from, were basically saying the same thing. They were saying, like, the fuck? Like, there's, like, I guess Eva Marie was, like, Roman Reigns on the next level or something, you know? People were saying, like, shit like that, because she actually thought that because she has money, she's talented. Kim Kardashian has money. What is she good at?
Kim Kardashian actually just passed the baby bar exam after failing it like 3 times.
Well, good for her.
I saw it on Twitter, so you said it. I had to say it.
It's fine, but
so
that's what I mean, though.
At least she's trying to do something. Shout out, I guess.
After her sex tape went viral and she got a reality show out of it. Congrats.
Hey.
But
she got famous. She has kids. They're cute.
But I'm just saying, other than her after her passing the baby bar exam for like after the 3rd attempt, other than that, does she really have any sort of like talent? Or what's her thing other than getting famous over a sex tape and having a reality show?
I have a feeling. Listen, I don't know anything about the Kardashians. I have a feeling she has like some sort of like
hidden talent.
Maybe that, or like I know she's very like business focused. Like she probably at one point had like numerous like fashion lines or something. I don't know.
Matt says not even a good sex tape. Look, Daniel says it best. You don't need talent to be famous. Example, Brandi, Kim, and the majority of TikTok.
She was Paris Hilton's assistant. That is true.
I actually saw that. I saw a clip going around, and there was a fan that went up to Paris Hilton, and like Kim Kardashian was right next to her, and she asked Paris Hilton for a picture, and she stood like right in front of Kim Kardashian for the picture. The fan did. I was like, wow, you know.
Yeah, Kim used to be nothing.
Yeah,
I think Kim Kardashian. Her dad was a lawyer in the OJ trial. That is true.
Kim is better than Brandi. I'll say that though. I'll take Kim over Brandi any day. Yeah, I'll take Kim over Brandi any day.
Fucking moving on. This has been
okay.
I don't know where this has gone. I need to be in full mental strength to do this. Any other news and rumors you had?
No, that was it. I wanted to save the Brandi one for last because I knew it was gonna go the hell off.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Today in women's wrestling history, NXT TakeOver London in 2015. Asuka defeated Emma in like the opening match, and now if you look at where they are now, Asuka's currently not on TV. Hopefully she'll be back for the Rumble when she's cleared.
I'm gonna say she injured.
I think so. She's been out for a while. I think it was like something with her shoulder because there was a picture going around of her in a sling.
Oh.
This was back, when people were being like, "Oh, she's taking time off." It's a certain journalist who I don't say. He was saying yeah.
He who must not be named.
Exactly. Voldy up in this bitch. Like, he was spewing a bunch of bullshit about her. So, we found out that, like, she legit got hurt in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully she'll be back for the Rumble. And then Emma is currently known as Tenille Dashwood on Impact. She actually has had a match tonight against Jessica McKay? Is that her last name?
Jessica McKay, yeah.
Yeah. Formerly known as Billie Kay.
It's just crazy to think that the Inspiration were once the Iconics and now they're on Impact. I don't know why. I just think it's crazy. Like, it's sometimes just hard to believe. Like, you see Ruby Soho and you think, like, just not too long ago, she was Ruby Riott at WWE.
Yeah, it's crazy to see, like, where the people go.
Yeah.
And then, Bayley, who was the NXT Women's Champion at the time, defeated Nia Jax. And I'm pretty sure this might have been Nia's, like, first loss. Somebody, like, check me if I'm wrong, but, like, this is going off of my memory of NXT at the time. I'm pretty sure this was Nia's, like, first loss, and I'm pretty sure Bayley, like, submitted her. So, like, huge shout out. Obviously, Bayley is still injured.
If it's the match I'm thinking about, I remember seeing one. Because, again, I don't really watch NXT that much. But I remember seeing one, and she, I thought it was, like, a Bayley to belly from, like, the top rope or, like, from the middle rope. I could be wrong, though. But I don't even know if that's what ended the match.
Yeah, I can't even remember. This is going off the vague memory I have of this match. But Bayley is currently still injured, like Asuka is. But Bayley is, like, rehabbing. She's looking good. She hopefully will also be back at the Rumble. Fingers crossed. If Bayley comes back for the Rumble, I hope Bayley wins.
She should, if anything. I'm trying to think of anyone else who should win.
I mean, you could have Liv win if Liv doesn't win the title at day one, which
Yeah.
I think she should win the title at day one. Day one-ish. I'm sorry, day one-ish. That's what we call it.
Yeah, because of the Usos.
Hell yeah. And then, of course, Nia Jax was fired. I'm sorry, she was released. Let me put it in the correct terminology. She was released.
And apparently,
earlier
in no interest to wrestle right now.
Yeah, and honestly, if she doesn't want to wrestle anymore, good for her. Like, she looks good. She wants to focus on herself. More power to her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, being the Elite. Anything that happened on the show that related to Dynamite or Rampage?
I'm confusing it with like last week's and this past week's. I want to say no, because a lot of it was talking about like, again, they just showed like the matches, like clips from the match, like, you know, from Brandon's point of view and stuff.
Yeah. Wasn't it mainly the shoe thing?
Yeah, a lot of it was talking about the Young Bucks on Complex sneaker shopping, which I thought was really cool. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Which, by the way, I should just add, just really quick, that, you know, they confirmed, and it shouldn't even had to have been confirmed, but the people who get so triggered over the way they like act, or like the way they act like with the shoes and stuff, or like the way they brag about like having to like, you know, pay resale prices, and they like, you know, talk about how much they love it and stuff. They confirmed that they are just joking. They're like, look, we're just joking around. But the fact that they even had to say that, I'm just like, it's so sad. I'm like, you really think that they are so proud of themselves for having to pay a bunch of money for shoes they want? Like, or the fact that people even get triggered over that in the first place, I'm like, calm down, you know, like.
Listen, Savannah, we have talked about it countless times, time again. The IWC, and again, not the fun one that has been mentioned before.
No, I know, not that IWC.
The Twitter one. They are just a toxic cesspool that get triggered and like to just think of something and see something and take a hold of it and mold it into their own, and just they just like to be mad.
Yeah, again, it's just the fact that they get so much shit over it. I'm like, why? Because they can afford these shoes. Like, they can afford the resale prices. Oh, and apparently, just to add on, because again, being the Elite was mostly about the Complex thing, the sneaker shopping. They ended up, again, they talked about, you know, the shoes that they have, but then they ended up going shopping, and their total came up to like close to $10,000. And Matt he paid for the entire thing. Matt's like, I got this one's on me. And he basically said that Dana was pissed over the, like, he called her to say, like, look, you know, hey, if you get a credit alert or a fraud alert, just, it was me, it's all right. And then apparently on Rampage, you know, when Brandon fills them and stuff, apparently Dana was pissed that Matt spent all that money. Which,
I mean, I kind of would be too.
I know, I'm like, I can't even be mad at Dana because, you know, she's Dana, so.
I mean, that's $10,000.
The real queen of AEW, might I add, not whoever the hell Brandi thinks she is. Dana's the real queen of AEW.
All right. We gotta steer away from any conversation with Brandi. Are you just now liking the Instagram photos?
What? No way.
Oh, I'm just getting the notifications now.
I was like, no, I'm not even touching my phone.
It was so, because, like, I'm just now getting them. That's why
I was
you
like,
were doing it now.
No, I was like, I'm not even touching my phone.
I mean, I wouldn't have cared if you were doing it now. I just thought it was funny that I'm getting it now. Because I finally uploaded the last 3 shows. So the last ShElite, the last Inside the Mind of, and the last In the Crowd. Because I've been slacking on the Instagram department. But we're good. I had the time. I'm stuck in my room. I have nothing else to do. Ow.
Yeah, poor Katie.
Alright, we're gonna run through Dark Elevation and Dark. I got this.
Dark Elevator.
Dark Elevators. There was only 7 matches. 7 floors on the Dark Elevator this week.
I think there was a 7 last week too, if I remember correctly.
I can check, actually. Oh my god, there was 7.
Alright.
Okay. Thunder Rosa defeated Gabby Ortiz. Gun Club defeated Joey Sweets, Antonio Zambrano, and Jack Tomlinson. Santana and Ortiz defeated Mike Verna and Anthony. I can't even try to pronounce the last name. I wrote it down, but my handwriting all smudged. Chris Statlander and Red Velvet defeated Nikki Duke and Tina San Antonio. What a name.
I know, right?
Tony Nese defeated Alex Reynolds of the Dark Order. Emi Sakura defeated Notorious Mimi. And Anthony Ogogo defeated Jaden Vallow. You know, nothing too exciting. Sorry, I told myself I was gonna mute if I coughed. But, are you sure these are WWE 2K20 afters? Now listen, I went off the website that I get my information from. That's none of y'all's business.
Like, is it Reek?
No, nobody else watches Dark Elevation or Dark.
I don't watch Dark. I used to watch Dark Elevator only because Hangman was the first match for like 6 minutes. That's it. And I'm like, oh, look, he won. Okay, goodbye.
Bye, Dad.
Yeah, my sister's boyfriend was leaving, so I guess he was saying bye.
Bye,
Cameo.
That's funny that I could hear it like almost crystal clear.
Yeah, because I don't think they realize that like these walls are kind of thin, so you can hear anything. Like, well, I can sometimes I can hear them from downstairs, and I'm like, can y'all like shut up? Yeah, I'm like, please. I'm like, please.
Sound like great wrestlers. I mean, they kind of do.
They kind of do.
Now we're on to Dark, which Dark has 12 matches. Last week there was 10. There were 2 more matches this week.
Okay,
here we go. Gotta take that deep breath. Gotta get all that air we can, folks. 2.0 and Daniel Garcia defeated Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and Colt Cabana. Tay Conti defeated Heather Monroe. Angelico defeated Invictus Nash because, Jack Evans is currently in a Mexican prison with drugs. Did you see that?
Yeah. I was like...
It
was kind of...
Go ahead.
Just kind of like a no comment kind of deal, like, okay.
Oh, if you want to hear about it, Matt and I talked about it in the latest episode of Smacking It Raw, so go check it out. It was very
Is that... was that part of, like, I know the title we kind of came up with, like, last week?
Sex,
but I was going to say...
Is that another release? That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, I saw
One
that
hell
on
of an
Instagram.
episode. So check it out if you all want to do that. Sean Spears defeated Josh Woods, who apparently was a Ring of Honor champion. I kept seeing it on Instagram. I didn't write down which one, but I think he was a champion in the company. But again, they had their final battle, so contracts are up. Everyone was signed.
Free for all.
Not signed. Free for all. Thank you. Jesus.
Free agent.
Free agent. The words are in there somewhere. We're really trying here. Where am I? Chuck Taylor defeated Baby Ziggler. I haven't got to say that in so long.
Baby Ziggs.
Baby Ziggler, aka Ryan Nemeth. Arjun Singh defeated Tony Vincita. Chris Statlander defeated a debuting Marina Shafir. For those who don't know, Marina Shafir is the wife of current NXT Cruiserweight Champion Roderick Strong. She was a part of one of the batches of releases this past year.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. But I'm happy she's wrestling and she seems to be doing good, so good for her. Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson defeated, oh my god, Tony Donati and someone Andre. I gotta start rating bigger. Riho and Ryo Mizunami defeated Emi Sakura and Mi Saruga. Oh god, I keep sniffling into the mic and I hate doing that. Here we go. Nyla Rose
Can't
defeated...
help it, you're sick.
I know I'm sick, but I'm not trying to just go... I can't even do it without laughing.
You're like a tiny little...
But no, they're like big ones. Nyla Rose defeated Zeta Zhang, Jade Cargill defeated Valentina Rossi, and Nick Camarado defeated Dean Fleming. AKA what I have, a lot of phlegm.
Like Dean Fleming, not Dean Ambrose.
Not Dean Ambrose, not to be confused.
My favorite Dean in the world.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption.
Sorry to any Supernatural friends who want.
Okay, yeah, wait a minute. I was gonna say Dean Winchester, like.
No, Ambrose.
Winchester. This is a Dean Winchester ring that I bought off a website. It's also my ring I wear when I podcast because I can twist it.
I was gonna say something, but one, it might break your heart, and two, it'll be a spoiler to anyone.
Oh, you're talking about the season finale? Or the series finale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. I was gonna say
they're both dead, so.
Stupid. Regardless. Alright, Wrestlers of the Week. Did I go first last week?
I think you went first last time, I remember correctly.
Okay, so, we're just gonna say you go first. So, man's, woman's, or tag team?
I'll go with tag team. I usually like to go with tag team.
Okay, go for it.
So, my tag team of the week, I had mentioned them earlier. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. Like I said, they won the tournament. They're gonna have a match at Wrestle Kingdom. Will they win their Wrestle Kingdom match? I don't think so, but I think it'll be really cool to watch because again, they are 2/3 of the longest reigning never open weight 6-man tag champs, and I think they're a hell of a team. So, and because they're going in, they went into this tournament just the two of them. It gave Ishii time to shine as the never open weight champion. So, wins for everyone. So they are my tag team of the week.
That's a good answer. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time in a long time I've come in with nothing. So.
Well, you're sick, so.
Off the dome. I also was trying to think. There was, barely any tag team wrestling this week. I sat here and,
It's gonna be on tomorrow, the tag team wrestling.
Yeah, 800 tag team matches are happening. 10-man tags and shit are happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say best friends as a whole. Because, Trent is back, and I love Trent Beretta. He is my favorite. He is the best friend. His mom is iconic. We love Sue.
Speaking of Sue, apparently, according to Rocky Romero, she's officially part of Chaos. Sue has joined Chaos.
Yeah,
Sue has joined Chaos, everyone.
Threatened her, and then she tweeted about it. She said, "Greggy, the Bucks are threatening me."
Oh my god, Sue's an icon.
She's an icon. Shout out to Sue.
I want Sue to drive me to school in her minivan.
I want her to just hit me with the minivan. But no. There was a match on Rampage last week. I mean, yeah, the Bucks and oh my god, Adam Cole.
I'm like, he's right there.
He's literally right here.
He's giving you death eyes now.
Don't
death
look.
stare.
Stop. Don't look. Shh. Don't look. Yeah, Adam Cole. Even though they destroyed Trent, and it made me very sad. I gotta go with them though. They were at full strength again. It was even though they all got beat up and by Bobby Fish, but best friends is always a good choice. And yeah, so we'll go with best friends.
Yeah. And Matt's making fun of me for the way I pronounce Hiroki Goto. Sorry, I'm not from Oklahoma. I'm from Texas.
I think she meant. I think he meant Sue. Maybe I don't know. Or because
it's because I saw the comments before.
Maybe because it's her Oki Goto. I listen. I don't know. I have no brain capacity to try and figure this out.
Because there's people pronounce it differently. Hiroki Goto, Haruki Goto. I'm like, dude.
Matt teases you on purpose about this, right?
No, I do. That's why I'm not.
Japan isn't real.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
For Matt's sake, I will say it is not. But okay, so I'm gonna go with women's next.
Women's, okay.
I kind of had a hard time with this one. But I decided to go with Zia Lee because she made her debut on SmackDown. And I think hopefully, because, SmackDown seems to be doing a lot better than Raw, hopefully they do something awesome with her. I would love to see her with some championship gold. I don't know. Again, she is a phenomenal wrestler. I've seen briefly of her on NXT. So I'm here for it. I'm glad she's on the main roster now. I hope they do something good with her instead of just have her for a few weeks, job her out, and then release her. So,
Listen,
I hope they don't do that.
That is not going to fucking happen on my watch. And Zia Lee, that's also my pick. Because if you know me and you follow me on Twitter, it is a weekly tradition for the weeks leading up to Zia Lee debuting on SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah.
I constantly was tweeting, I wanted this beautiful woman to just kick me in the face. I was not asking for a lot. I was very creative on how I asked.
And how exactly you want to be kicked.
Exactly. And it came full circle on Friday. Listen to this. Remember how I used to simp, whatever. I can't technically say that on Twitch, whatever. Real hard for Sonya. I wanted Sonya to step on me. That was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'm not really proud of it anymore. Whatever. Zia Lee kicked Sonya in the face. It came full circle.
Yeah.
My life was complete. Matt let me have a nice gush about it on Friday. Zia Lee, hands down, the best entrance in WWE. Her graphics are superior than everyone else's. Hold on, I'll read that in a second.
Yeah, I just saw it.
She is Raiden the Thunder God. Sorry, goddess. I would lay down my life for Zia Lee. It's not an exaggeration in any way, shape, or form. And the fact that she came out to save Naomi, because again, she is the protector. It all makes sense, and there was the bow of respect, and I just know she's gonna be kicking heads every week.
And that makes us so happy.
That makes Katie very happy.
Katie Kinsey's very happy.
Katie Kinsey is ecstatic. And the fact that you also chose Zia Lee means you got good taste. Because that's my baby.
That's right.
That's my girl.
That's right.
Alright, before we go to the men's, let me read Matt's comment real quick.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Malachi Black's demon... Oh, I'm assuming how. Malachi Black's demon seed is helping figure out which of the varsity blondes is the Marty Jannetty. My pick is Griff. Damn. Yeah, also, Griff Garrison, bro, you were biting off way more than you can chew.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're looking...
Brian Pillman Jr. even tried to tell you don't do it, and you said...
But he got mad at him!
He pushed him out the way!
Bro, it's because he is genetic. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, at this point he is. I mean, who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Am I right?
At least you know who Brian Pillman is.
Brian Pillman Jr.
That's right.
I'm not the biggest fan of him right now because the shit he was wearing on Friday, Wednesday, but that's a different conversation. He was no CM Punk with his shirt choice, but I digress.
What was his shirt choice? I didn't even notice.
Cancel culture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay.
Oof. Anyways, Mans, who'd you pick?
Mans, I have 2 picks. I'm pretty sure you know one of them. I'll save the obvious one for last, but I'm gonna go with Hiromu Takahashi. Okay. Like I said, he won the Best of Super Juniors, and he's gonna finally get his, I will say rematch. I'll say it. His rematch, his official rematch for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, which I hope he wins. And this time he doesn't gotta relinquish it. No relinquishing here. And oh my god. There's I want to say 3 different jackets on Nerds Clothing of Hiromu Takahashi, but the newest one is beautiful. If I had the money, I'd probably get it. But it is so beautiful. I could show it after we're done recording, but it's a beautiful jacket, and I would definitely get it. But again, I spent the money, my jacket money, on the Hiroshi Tanahashi one, so It's okay. If they're still available when I have the money, I will definitely get it. But yeah, so Hiromu Takahashi. And second one, the obvious choice. No, that's Kenny. Hangman Adam Page. He had that phenomenal, but holy shit, I was stressed the whole time. That 60-minute match. I honestly didn't think it was gonna go 60 minutes. It did though, and obviously I will take a tie over Hangman losing. I know a lot of people are saying, no, give it to Danielson. I'm like, fuck that shit. It's his first defense. Like, he should not lose his first defense, especially after everything he's gone through. So no. And Brooke, my friend Brooke, said it best. It was basically like Okada versus Omega, like the ending to their match. They reached the time limit, and it was a draw, and it was after a really good match. So I can kind of see the relation there. And I know during the match, like, you know, they kept referencing Kenny, like, this is Kenny, like, I guess, or this is not Kenny. They kept referencing Kenny. They kept saying his name. I was like, oh shit. But Hangman is still the champion. He should still be the champion. Like I said, our minimum is 6 months. 6 months. Minimum. Bare minimum. That has to be 6 months on the dot. So it has to be the last hour of whenever he's defending that title. Which, by the way, might I add, I guess maybe because it was going to end in a draw and it was going for 60 minutes, I can kind of see it. But, oh my god, can my man Hangman just get a main event on Dynamite? This dude is always the starting match. I'm like, dude, I know if you don't get the main event, I know the starting match is like, you know, the next best thing because you're kicking things off. But come on now, like, it's.
Well, I think they had to do it like that.
Well, again, I didn't realize it was because had I known there would have been a 6, they would have reached the limit, and it was gonna be that long, and there was gonna be a draw. I can see it, but again, I was just like, dude, like, give this man the main event of something, because like he's always the opening match. I'm like, he deserves more than that. He does, especially as the champ. He needs the main event.
Yeah,
he is the champ, and I know people are saying, or we'll get into that later, but he needs to have a long reign. He's gone through a lot. He deserves it. And honestly, and again, it just concerns me that isn't going to happen because they show graphics for upcoming shows, and sure, he's there, but he either doesn't have the title or he's like pushed in the back of like the graphic. And I know it's just a graphic, but it's kind of telling me something. And then they made a shirt of MJF with, like, a MJF shirt with the title. I'm like, is this a fucking spoiler? Like, please do not tell me that this is in the foreseeable near future. Like, no.
Now, was it the belt or was it the new diamond?
No, that was, I know which one you're talking about. They made one because he retained the diamond. He got the diamond for the third time. But there's another shirt. It was actually a top seller on Pro Wrestling Tees. And it's the belt. It says like the past, the present, and the future, something like that. And it's in the shape of the belt. And I'm like, why would you do this? Like, why you gotta hurt me like this, AEW? Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, why is it so much to ask for Hangman to have the reign he deserves as champion?
I'm looking at the shirt because I'm curious.
Yeah. Look, you'll see. Just look up MJF shirt.
I don't care about coupons. Leave me alone.
Wait, coupons? I like coupons.
Well, I have, like, Retail Me Not and shit, like, on my desktop, so it just tells me.
Got you.
Okay, yeah, wait, I need Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Did they take it off?
I don't know, I just...
Oh, no, this is it. It is in the shape of the belt. It says the past, past, present, and future. He has the fucking belt, and it's in the shape of the belt.
Wait, hold on, I found that. I clicked on it. I need to see it closer because I'm blind.
I'm like, what the hell? Like, why would you make this? This sounds like...
I mean, at some point, the kid's gonna be champion. Like,
but you make this shirt for when he is the champion. That's why you don't do that. They didn't do that shit with Kenny. They didn't do that shit with Mox, with Hangman, or Jericho. Okay? Like, no one. They didn't do the shit until they became the champion. So I'm like, this...
I think you are looking way too much into it.
Well, I hope so for my sake.
I think you are looking way... Because he still has this thing with Punk. It's not going to end on Rampage or whenever the fuck they have their match.
Here, and I guess part of me, what's keeping me, like, very, like, paranoid like this is where I'm really trying, and it's kind of working in a sense. I've explained to you. The possibility of me going to an AEW pay-per-view sometime next year. I would really love if not only if Hangman was the champion, but if I got to meet him as the champion. And I guess like, the more I see shit like this, little things like the graphics, the shirt, Hangman, him tying with Danielson. It's like part of me is just thinking like, oh my god, like it's just it's slipping from him, and I'm like, oh, like I just want to see him as the champion,
I think again, way too far into it.
Matt says way too much. I just can't help it. Like
I understand. That's why I'm here.
Well,
is to ground
I hope
you.
for your sake, for my sake, you're right. I really hope you're right.
That is why I'm here, is to ground you and to help you realize that
you can't ground me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean get it, like you're grounded.
I said try me.
No, but I mean like grounded, like punishment when you're like in middle school and shit.
I understand. That's why I said try me. I will get you grounded.
Okay, I was like.
But anyways,
okay,
my
Katie,
pick. I mean, Hangman's an obvious choice, but I'm going Dante Martin. That kid is a goddamn star.
Had Hangman not had a match, he definitely would have been in consideration for me, for sure. But sorry, Dante, but...
Dante, he pulled a fast one over Team Taz, which I'm so happy he's not with them. Him and Lio Rush, like, they planned the whole thing. And he got to, prove himself in that match. Like, Dante's putting, like, this is Dante's year. Like, this kid, like, out the gate, his brother's off doing other stuff. Still with AEW, but, like, his brother's off doing other, like, wrestling shows and stuff. Which I, like, just found out recently. But his brother was
so he's not injured anymore.
He was for a while, but now I guess he's, like, just doing other little things. But he even put on Twitter that, like, he's still with AEW and, like, they're allowing him to do that. Okay. But no, him being solo has, like, given this kid time to... And I say kid, literally. Like, he's like, 20 years old? 21?
20, I think.
Like, 20 at most. Like, this kid is, like, an actual child. So, Matt's over here just trying to spell streak, and it's very entertaining.
I know what you meant, though, Matt.
He's trying his best. But yeah, Dante, hands down... And again, I would try and think of, like, other wrestlers, but AEW was, like, the last show I watched. And I took a lot of these, like, notes today, so we out here struggling, y'all. It's bad. But we do have a question of the week. Let me pull it up. God, I'm sniffling. It's annoying.
Relax it. I'm tired.
So my question is, how do we think Hangman's reign is gonna go if he, like, doesn't lose to MJF or loses to MJF?
So regardless of how he ends up losing it, like, or whether he loses to MJF, how's his reign gonna go? Well, like I said, I'm already thinking, like, a lot of small details are hinting at him gonna lose. I just hope I'm wrong, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to I even try to think back, like, to when Kenny was champion. Like, did he have the title in a lot of the graphics? I don't know. I'd have to go back and check.
Well, I mean, he probably did, because he was the fucking belt collector for, like, the entire year.
No, I know, but, like, the fact that, like, they won't even put Hangman with the belt, like, in future matches, like, in, like, January, February, that's what worries me. But I'm thinking, like, with Kenny, in the beginning of his reign, did they do that too? I don't know. I'd have to check. But, again, I just hope it lasts, again, at the very least, 6 months. That's like the new thing here, 6 months. That's all we asked for. At the very least, I would... Something just fell. The fuck? I was like, someone dropped something.
Jesus.
No, someone either dropped something or someone fell. But yeah, there was a huge thud. I felt it like under my seat.
Someone or something just fell.
I know, right? I'm like, part of me feels like, should I, like, listen it just to see if, like, everything's all right? Oh, shit, man. But anyways, what was I talking about? Hangman. yeah, again, at the very least, I would like 6 months. Obviously, I would like it longer than that, because he definitely deserves it. And I know he's even talked about like it's the biggest thing that happened in his career, which is sad but true because, again, no other promotion would give him even a singles title, not even a mid-card title, not even a junior heavyweight title, nothing. So I'm hoping that it's a good reign. I hope people are already saying it's lackluster. I'm like, dude, he's been the champ for 3 fucking weeks, okay?
And he just
Give
had a
him,
banger match with Bryan Danielson.
yeah, this was beforehand because they're like, oh, who should win,
but
Brian or
they knew that match was gonna slap, so I don't know why people.
Well, yeah,
even
so I'm
try.
it's like I'm like, dude, he's been the champ for 3 weeks. He's got an infant child back home. Like, I don't know what you want from the man, but whatever. So, I want a nice, good reign from Hangman because I know he definitely can be a champion for a very long time. And if he does, I don't honestly. Well, fuck. I don't. At this point, I don't even know. It might be Danielson. It might be MJF. For all we know, it could be like he can be in his rematch with Danielson, and that's when Kenny comes back. I don't know, but all I know is that when he loses it, if it is to MJF, I mean, as long as he had a nice, fulfilling reign before then, as sad as I'll be more at terms with it than if he were to lose it in the rumored six weeks that he's rumored to have the belt for. And even then, honestly, I don't think MJF is ready to be the champion. I just don't think he is. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler because he's not, but he only wrestles like 3 or 4 times a year. And you want to put the biggest belt of the promotion on him. I don't think it's the right move. That's just my opinion. But will he be a great champion in like a year or two? Absolutely. But I think he needs like a mid-card title first at the very least. I don't think he should be given the top title when he doesn't even wrestle that often. Like, he's usually either cutting promos, like he only really wrestles like on pay-per-view, and you know how often AEW has those, and even then he's not always on every single pay-per-view. So, I don't think the right move would be to give him the belt after Hangman. No matter how long Hangman's reign is. This isn't just because he's rumored to lose it in 6 weeks. I think regardless, he should not have the belt this early.
I mean, I think much like every champion before him, like, he deserves a long title reign. Like, it's only fitting. Like, this is the person people have been wanting as champion since the beginning, basically. I mean, hell, he was in the first match to determine the first champion, so clearly, like, people have been wanting Hangman, and I feel like he's gonna have at least a year, like, if not longer, or probably about a year, and who he loses it to, I don't know. Like, who knows who will be here still, who might be coming back. Like, it's so hard to determine where someone will be by the time his title reign is coming to an end. But, like, I don't think he should lose to Max. I kind of agree with you. Max needs to have another like the TNT title under his belt, because that's the only like other title there is. So I think if you give him the TNT title, let him have like a little bit of a long reign with that. Have him, because he doesn't wrestle a whole lot, and like commentary has put that over as well. And if you look at the past year, how many times has Maxwell actually wrestled? So I don't think Hangman will lose to MJF. He's not going to lose it for the first show when they move to TBS. Like, there's no way. Like, and if there was, then that's literally bad booking. Because this is the person everyone is behind. He gets the loudest reaction out of everybody.
Did you hear them saying cowboy shit towards the end of the match? Like, and even when Brian had him like in the little bell lock, and I honestly thought, oh my god, he's in a fucking tap. I was so worried, and they were chanting cowboy shit like so fucking loudly. It was really surreal. I'm like, how can you not want someone who everyone loves like that? How could you not want him to be your champion for a while?
I mean, Matt said it the issue with AEW as a whole, like they did it with Kenny and Mox, but their champion's never really the focal point of the show, and that's true.
That is true though. Especially, honestly, I think especially with Mox, I feel like he definitely was not like the focal point of the show. Like in the beginning when he first won the championship, yes.
Yeah.
But especially during the pandemic and stuff, I know it's a little hard. You have to cut him some slack because of the pandemic, but like it's hard, you know. Like it was hard, but I do agree with that because you know I watch SmackDown. And like Roman Reigns is always there. He's either opening the show, he's either closing the show, or sometimes he shows up multiple times. Like I can, like they definitely like, you know, he is the focal point of the show. And like I know Raw must sometimes they do it with Big E, sometimes not. But like I think SmackDown's a better example. Yeah. Like they always Roman Reigns is, you know, he is the head of the table. He really is on SmackDown. And they never fail to show that. Look, he is the champion. He is the top. And, like, they're going to present him just like that.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, we don't know where the Hangman's title reign will be come. I mean, we'll check back after the first Dynamite on TBS. I guarantee he's still gonna be the champion. There's no reason to worry. If TBS execs really think having Hangman as their champion is a mistake, then they're clearly fucking on some drugs that aren't good because they're stupid. Because that is the most over man in the company at the moment. Before he was champion, while he's champion, like. Everyone needs to fucking relax. Hangman's gonna be champ for a hot minute.
Like, I hope you're right.
I know I'm right.
Pat's plastic.
I know I'm right. It's okay. But that was our show. We made it.
Yeah, we did. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You did it.
Bienvenido. We did it. Yeah. Cue the fucking Dora sound.
We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Wow. Killing it. But, Savannah, tell the people where they can find you.
On Instagram and on Twitter at Y2Garcia with an underscore. If there is no underscore, it's not me. And honestly, I learned this past week that I do have to say with the underscore because my friend made a fan cam on Instagram and she tried to give me a DT, but she tagged the wrong account. She didn't put the underscore. So I'm like, I knew it was for me because she wasn't even following the original Y2 Garcia on Instagram. So it was like, I didn't tell her, but I was like, look, thank you for the DT. And she's like, oh my God, of course. But I was like, yeah, like I need to say underscore for sure because there's no underscore. It's not me.
There we go. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieRoslin13. There it is.
That's right.
Linktree in my bio will take you to all things ShElite Showcase. twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. These next few weeks, I don't know what day we'll be streaming. To be determined.
Yeah, I was gonna say next week might be on Thursday, might be on Wednesday. We'll find out, on Tuesday.
And then you just gotta follow my Twitter for that.
Yeah. The week after, for sure, we're doing Wednesday because Thursday I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
Going from one COVID-infested state to another.
Yeah. The YouTube, the video version, of course, is up on there. Feel free to subscribe. Y'all, I'm just trying to get us a custom URL. I'm gonna be honest. Please, for the love of God, subscribe and tell your friends to.
Please, for the love of God.
For the love of fucking God. I want a goddamn custom URL.
Please.
I feel like I'm not asking for a lot.
It's not a lot. Just fucking
fucking do it. Por favor, please. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you think we're worthy, give us a 5-star review or give us whatever you think we deserve. Let's be real here. I have the latest Inside the Mind of with Mr. Warren Hayes up on the channel. It was such a fun time. Warren is a fantastic man. He had some nice rants about baseball and then birds. You just have to listen and watch to understand. I also have the latest episode of In the Crowd up, the Chicago edition. Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
That was a thing.
If you want to know what I'm talking about, feel free to go check that out as well. Yeah, this will be up. If you want to see me on other things, I was on the latest episode of Smackin' It Raw, the last one for the year. We're actually doing something on Saturday as like a whole other like recap type thing, so I'll be on that as well. But if you want to see me other places, pre-COVID, if you want to see the comparison, check out the latest episode of Smackin' It Raw, Sex, Drugs, and Another Release. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.